Okay, so finally back.
No. Sorry, sunshine. There'll be another one.
But yeah, by the looks of it, because we've dusted the stream off, they're like, oh my god, look at this fresh new
These
channel.
guys are
Oh, look at that.
they're huge.
Oh my god. Right, so
Look at him doing things.
Look at them.
last time, way back in the yesteryear, what were you guys up to? Yeah, you went to the Arcanum in the city of Duskmore. Dropped off what you needed to do there. Giro dropped off Amelia, who's now a student. He also had a run in. Giro had a run in with Coral, an old colleague of his, which Giro just absolutely 1000% loves and gets on with. They're actually best friends. And they're best friends and they love each other dearly. And Giro does not resent him one bit or can't stand the sight of him. While Giro was catching up, the rest of the gang went to the Day's End, a incredibly fancy and exclusive hotel where you managed to go one of the first lifts in the area, which went successfully. What was the name of the guy that made the lift again? It was made by James Lifton of the the Lifton family. It was a roller coaster of a ride to get to the 5th floor, but you've made it.
Thanks to Walter's steady hand.
After a bit of relaxation, it was dinner time. Dinner was the whole scene.
That's why I have Volivant written in my notes.
Volivant, yeah, you got some Volivants. Fardur got a very rare steak, which didn't sit well with him. Well, no, I think it was more that he ate too many of them, because he ate several of them. And Nox, I was going to say Lux, wrong game. Nox got a gold leafed carrot. I can't remember where they were from. They were a particular brand of carrot. But yeah, they got these very fancy.
I forgot the carrot.
Yeah, they got these very fancy carrot. Luckily enough, Giro's back at taking notes, so we won't forget any of this from now on. Yes, so while them guys were having their meal, Giro, another colleague, Giro went to another colleague. What was his name again? Sorry. He was the Dragonborn guy. Kurax. Was it Kurax? No. Yeah, Kuax. Yes, he went to see the Dragonborn Kuax, who was the two of them actually genuinely got on very well together. He went on to explain that the board that run the Arcanum are concerned about a former colleague, Raylan Dayton, who went missing after his wife and teenage daughter was killed by the Titan that you guys came across at the start. They're also worried that a series of murders / grave robbings might be linked to him as well.
So what was that guy's name again?
Ranlin Dayton.
Thank you.
No problem. And he was Kuwax asked Giro, could he get his colleagues, the Kendall keepers, to have a look into it, because you want to kind of keep a low profile on it. And what more of a low profile can you get than you guys? Eventually, Giro met up with you guys at the Day's End, explained what was happening, and I believe we finished with you guys heading off back to the Arcanum. Go. So it's early morning. The sun's rising. The streets are starting to get pretty busy with like people scurrying and hurrying to the Arcanum if they're lucky enough to be a student there. As well as like any kind of stalls and marketplaces are getting ready to open as well. Same with all the shops. You guys are walking along the Dusk Bridge. The Day Bridge. Was it? Oh my god, I really need to look all this stuff back up again. You're walking along one of the main bridges. that lead to the Arcanum.
Just hear like this grotesque, like growling sound, and then just Nox clutching her. Now am I frozen again?
Nope.
Am I not?
You are, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
bye.
we're all frozen again.
No, I think we're okay now.
No, it's frozen on stream. I think.
No, stream's okay.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, we're
Keep
good.
going.
Okay.
Okay.
So she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, is anyone else like? Oh, is anyone else kind of starving? I don't know what it was, but I don't think that carrot filled me up.
Did you miss breakfast?
There was breakfast.
There was breakfast. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Ah,
Don't talk
Really
about
good.
breakfast.
I thought fancy places didn't do breakfast. I thought they only did afternoon tea and brunches.
Oh, they do the best breakfasts.
Oh, what'd you have?
Oh man, what didn't I have?
I had the
Oh,
Eggs
like-
Benedict.
I had rashers,
Pressures.
eggs,
oh
beans.
not the rashers.
Had some sausages.
Oh yeah, you'll eat their beans, but you won't eat mine.
No one
Don't
eats
get
your beans.
sexual right now. I'm very hungry.
I need actual. Look, there's carts. You can get something in the carts on the bridge at the markets.
Okay.
Would you like a croissant?
Oh, I'd love
She's looking
fantasy
for-
croissant.
She's looking for food.
Yeah, it's a pastry. It's a croissant.
Yeah, well, there is
It's a local.
There is a stall there that's croissant.
Oh,
You wanna try it?
croissant.
No, it's croissant, croissant, croissant.
Croissant. Croissant.
It's on the bridge.
Croissant.
So there's a croissant crossing as well.
Oh, I love it.
Oh.
You're on the dusk bridge, by the way. There was dawn, dusk, and night. You're on the dusk, the middle one.
Yes.
I remember.
Nice.
Remember.
That's 'cause
Fardur,
it's
do you
been 84 years.
do you want one of these croissants? No? No? Some of them have fillings. This one has cream in it. A few strawberries.
Oh look, it kind of spreads out when you bite into it. Somebody just laid
Oh
one
yeah,
over
this
there.
this one has custard.
The person working on the stall.
One regular.
The person working on the stall's like, oh, this one has clotted cream.
What makes it clotted?
Fardur pukes into his hand a little bit. And then like puts it on top of one of the croissants.
No.
Are you trying to do this sneaky?
Yes.
Give us a sleight of hand. Might as well be our first roll.
Okay. 22, not 20.
God damn.
Complete waste of a roll.
Yep.
It really was.
You'd love to see it. There it is.
Thanks, Lord.
So yeah, the way you manage to place it and put it onto it, it looks like it's like just this perfect, like almost glazed finish. Because I picture you don't have a lot in your stomach now, so it's that horrible phlegmy stuff. They just make it look like it's this glaze going across the croissant.
It's like,
And,
it's like thick.
Yeah. And this guy comes up, like obviously like dressed in his robes to go to the Arcanum to study. He's got his books underneath his arms. Like, oh, can I just grab one of these real quick? Thank you so much. And like he hands the like a couple of copper over to the person working at the stall, and off he runs, starting to eat the croissant as you guys stand and watching. Well, no, you don't know. You didn't see it. It was just Fardur standing there
actually,
looking
that's
at it
true, so
happen.
it's just Fardur.
Fardur is just kind of a little bit guilty, but then also kind of delighted with himself that he got away with it.
What are you so happy about?
Nothing.
That's disgusting.
You didn't see it. You don't.
No, none of you saw it.
Knox and see it. Kiki did.
That's just Kiki saying
You
that.
sleight of hand it out
Okay.
very well.
He's ruined my big day getting a fantasy croissant.
Croissant.
It's pronounced
Croissant.
croissant.
It's it's a local dialect. It's croissant, and you have to
Croissant.
croissant,
Croissant.
croissant.
Why are you saying it like that? I don't know why my voice has changed.
That's
Sorry.
what they're called.
I need to find
It's
Fardur's
local.
voice
Have
again.
one. Have
Yeah.
two.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
chocolate.
How's it going?
There it
That's
is.
a bit dark. Is that
There
it?
you
Is that
go.
it? There we go.
That's
Ah,
closer.
jeez.
That's closer.
I'm raging. Got it.
Got it.
That's how I sense
There,
myself.
we're back
Hit the
to
anchor. Hit the
raging,
anchor.
lad.
Super professional, guys.
So profesh.
Um,
Two profesh guys.
carry on towards the Arcanum, yes, or is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. Fardur's pretty proud of himself that he got away with that.
Excellent.
Make it away.
Wow.
Jiro, did you get yourself a croissant?
Yes, I got a creme pâtissier croissant.
For fuck's sake.
Why are you like this?
What? It's what it's called. It's what's in it. I don't know what I've done. Look, it's inside. You know, it's there. It kind of trails off and just like.
Just right. You know how sometimes you've been told you make it very hard to like you. This is part of the issue.
Wow.
I'm very hungry, guys. I'm very hungry.
Well, there goes my self-esteem for the day. Shall we carry on?
Sure.
So you carry on up along the rest of the bridge and over to the main gate again, where Isaac Perry is waiting for you. So he approaches you, Jiro, first. Like, Jiro, please remind your friends here that they are actually guests of the Arcanum, and this is not something that's normally allowed, is to have people in that don't work here
Thanks for having us as guests.
or are students.
Yeah. Thank you.
They'll have to keep these on them at all time, and he hands over these
What
like
is it?
The fuck did you take, Geek?
Just
Hi,
for people
Isaac.
who have joined late, Court basically directing us at you. Kiki is high off her face on drugs.
She is. She really
It's
is.
a Panadol, lads.
It's
Well-
a Panadol.
If it's just a normal dosage of Panadol, how sick were you that it's made you this relieved? He hands over these 3 silver silver bracelets, and you and your trained eye can see all the runes and the magical incantations already engraved into them. It's like they'll be allowed to go into what they're allowed to go into with these. If they're not meant to be in there, they won't be allowed in there. And if we need to remove them from the grounds at any moment, this gives us the ability to do so.
Understood. We'll.
Several questions. It might be for Jiro after he leaves, but
He kind of stands there waiting to see Jiro put them on everybody.
oh, okay.
Yes, we'll be on our best behavior. Here you go. It's one for you, one for you, one for you. Just keep it on, please, please,
So-
please,
Once
please keep it
you
on.
put it around your wrist and it clicks on, it is on.
Will we know before we go into somewhere we shouldn't?
Don't worry. It'll be okay.
Will it
And when
hurt
you
when it
say
stops us from going
removed-
in?
No. Yeah. So if you try to enter somewhere you're not meant to enter, you just won't be able to take the step over the threshold.
Right. Got
And
it.
if
Definitely not going to test that.
If you've ever been through a teleportation spell before, that's what it'll feel like if we have to remove you.
Okay.
Thank you, Jiro.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Shall we? We should just kind of ushering everyone quickly past.
Okay, we need to find some restricted room somewhere. I want to see what happens.
Oh, please don't.
I just want to test
I
it.
know,
Like he
but
said, you won't be able to take a step. But what if I run at it?
Jiro,
I reckon I could do it.
Yeah, I
Look,
mean,
all I'm saying-
it's never going to stop you, but it might stop
No.
me.
Well,
Specifically, Locke. I mean, people don't like people like you here. The last thing we want to do is
Jiro,
No, he's
don't.
right.
It's not there. I
That's
was
not nice.
told. I know.
I
I know
hate
it's not
farmers.
nice. I had to do the whole thing with Amelia to get her in. It. All right, but we still unfortunately have to play by their shitty rules.
All right, fine. I won't run out of room. Fardur might though.
We'll do it if you
Try and
want.
tell.
but also, Jiro,
We'll do it.
Yes.
when they say removed,
Yes.
what specifically would happen? Would we just be like shot up into the air? Or?
Would I know the details?
You would do, yeah. So basically, if you were getting removed, you just basically get teleported back to the gate.
They just.
We would
they
notice
just
that,
have
would
you-
we?
Sorry?
Oh, sorry. No, never mind. No.
If Jiro tells you, you'd know it, yeah.
Teleported.
Because Fardur is seriously consider running at this now, but like, continue.
If they need to move you, you just pop out at the gate, and that's it. You're
Ah.
just outside.
Oh,
That's a little bit less exciting than I thought.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
was
mean, the
kinda
good
hoping
thing
it
is you
would,
don't
like,
burst
lift
into
me up by
flames or
my-
anything.
Well, I was hoping it would like lift us up by our arms and just float us out. You know.
Move quicker than your
That's
arm can
disappointing.
travel, and it just like rips straight through your hand.
oh shit!
I need
Oh,
to.
They were
God,
designed. They were designed by first-year students. You know. It's like, yeah, this won't cause any problems. Just set the speed to whatever and let it go. Yeah. Oh, inertia. That's a thing. Whoops.
Have you ever heard a grown man's arms being ripped out? You're about to. Okay. Fardur is not going to do it.
So, what's your plan,
Well-
guys? Remember, you're
Well-
investigating this guy, Ranley.
I suppose we could start with chatting to Kuax and see if he has any more information for us, or a way to start. I suppose he's a very good friend of mine who I worked with here.
That sounds good. I'm fairly sure I shouldn't be wandering off on my own, so I'll just go along with. Are we splitting up? Are we staying together?
Stay together, I suppose, for at least for the start.
Okay. Well, you know where you're going, so
Yeah. And I'll lead them towards his office.
Cool, excellent. So you're walking through that open plaza, that huge open plaza. I suppose it's the first time you guys have seen it. So yeah, you're walking through this massive open plaza. Think of the Vatican, if you've ever seen it. That open plaza, but bigger again. And then up ahead, it's the main buildings. And like I was saying before, they're like layered behind each other in that kind of half moon shaped like building space the whole way back. And then there's like on either side there's like other like long rows of buildings as well. Like, and it's fairly busy at this hour of the morning. There's a lot of movement back and forth on it. Later on in the day, when kind of classes and stuff are underway, it'll quieten down out here. But like there is a bit of a buzz around the area at the moment as you guys travel through towards the main admin buildings, which obviously Jiro knows very well how to get there and where he's going. As you guys walk along, you do see a familiar face in the crowd come towards you, now wearing these very like fancy green robes, and it's Amelia, looking a bit better than you've seen her before. You see that she's being tailed as well by this like female half elf with like long dark hair as well. And she comes up to you, "Hey, I was told you guys would be coming here today."
Hi.
Oh, what?
Who's your one?
Oh,
It's Amelia.
this is Ella. She's
And me.
she's been showing me around. Oh, not me, not her. Me. Oh, okay.
Surprise court.
I think Fardur, you I'm pretty sure you chopped the creature that had my mother's face on it in half.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I wish I could forget as quickly
Remember-
as you.
Do you remember we brought her here on the wagon? She wasn't wearing these robes. Different traveling clothes.
You remember the
Amelia!
shepherd for the
Oh,
yellow dress?
jeez! Yeah, the dress, and we went and we gave it to her as a gift, and then she thought it was weird, but we thought it was totally fine because, like,
You-
who doesn't like getting a nice guest? Yeah,
You-
nice dress as a guest. Okay.
You literally saved my
That's a
life by shouting at a creature that was about to bite my head.
That's right. Jeez.
does
How have you
shout
been,
a lot.
actually?
Nothing tried to bite me on the head yet, so better.
Have you set many
That's good,
things on
that's
fire
good.
yet?
No,
Have you exploded
no,
anything?
no, not yet. We've just been settling in. Ella's been
Have
showing
you
me.
killed
up
anyone,
around here.
Amelia?
Have you tried to teleport her?
Yeah, gave us these bracelets to help us teleport.
There's so many questions. It's only been like a
Did
day.
you miss us?
It's only been a day, but okay. Of
It's
course,
literally been a day.
it's literally been
She's
a
so
day.
funny.
Literally been a day.
Amelia, sometimes when you miss a person, which we've missed you, because you're part of our crew now, and like we miss you after a day.
Do I have to, does that mean I have to give out candle samples?
You mean you haven't?
Did you want some?
No, thank you. I was just wondering if that's. Listen, it's great to see you guys.
What's your favourite scent?
What are you
I have
doing?
bergamot if you want some.
Where did you get bergamot from?
Bergamot? What?
Bergamot scented candles.
Okay.
You guys have scented candles?
You don't? I've got sandalwood, bergamot.
I had the sandalwood one before.
Yeah, sandalwood's great. That's really nice. There's a nice lavender one here too. If you're feeling a bit stressed out, you could have yourself a nice bath, put on a single candle of lavender, and just sit there
I
and
don't-
like
A sample candle. It's enough.
that's it. They last you ages. Do you like one?
No, I think I'm okay. I think I still have some from, spent a lot of time together.
Well, look, it's been great seeing you. I hope we get.
Also,
hope it's not as
Amelia,
long
she's
the
not
next time.
leaving. She's not leaving.
Oh,
Well, I do have stuff to do, but
Oh.
unfortunately.
Look, don't be a stranger. Don't leave it as long the next time. And
But also, if you're using your candle sample, don't put the candle into the bath.
no,
Okay.
it would extinguish.
Okay, it's good to know, because especially if I'm going to do fire magic, it's good to know that it'll get extinguished with water. I guess.
Yeah. Fire is susceptible to water.
Okay. Just in case, you guys, you have your hey, we're doing something faces on, and I'm probably gonna get lost now and study and everything. But just in case I don't see you guys for a while, I just wanted to thank you for everything, and you've done so much for me, and I just want to say thank you, and Jiro especially, and Fardur for
Fardur
chopping.
grabs her by the hands, like he puts one hand underneath and then one hand on top of her hand, and he's just like,
Have you got sick in your hands?
"No,
Okay.
maybe. If you ever need me to kill your mother again,
God.
just
I,
just let me know."
thanks. The face thing. Yeah.
She was your mother, right?
No, she. No.
Jiro,
it just
Can
had
we
her.
activate
He's
the
still holding her
teleport
hand, by the way.
thing?
Just had her.
Please, can I borrow yours?
It just had her face. She was wearing her face.
Can we
It was
activate
wearing-
his while he's
Alright.
doing this? He just goes.
Oh,
"Boop."
Well, listen.
that's a much better idea. Hang on.
Can you
What-
do
what
that?
No.
Wait, he's doing. Did I miss that because I was talking?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No,
Not
it isn't
trying
me
to
out of
activate
the
your,
game.
yeah, not trying to activate your teleporter. Teleport you get the fuck out of this conversation.
What I'm gonna do is
Lux
just
has tears streaming down her face and does the most overlong hug, just like.
while this is going on, just a little bit too long.
A pat on the back,
Amelia, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
While the overly long hug was going on, I pulled out one of my notebooks and then scribbling something really quick, and I ripped off the page, folded up, and handed it to her.
Okay.
And it's a note that says, "Find Professor Kuax tell him I asked him to teach you message and send a message to Nox once in a while.
Excellent.
I kind of give that to her. It's like, have a read of this when we're gone, and take care of yourself.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jerry. You're welcome. Oh, yes. He shook my hand and she cried. It's okay.
I just gotta kind of awkwardly wave goodbye. See you.
And then Ben is waving from my pocket as well.
The handshake or the wave. I don't know.
Oh yeah, thank you so much, though, guys.
Have you met Ben?
I was there when the big spiders came and ate the other people as well.
Isn't he cool? Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off track there now.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave you to whatever it is you guys are up to, and we're gonna go.
Okay.
Oh, hi.
She just gives you this awkward little wave. Yeah, thank you guys. Hope to see you again soon. And Jero, look at this when I go away.
Give a big smile and a nod, and then start wandering back where we were going.
Jero.
Yeah.
Do you know what she thinks that is?
What's that?
It's a sex thing.
She definitely thinks that is a rude etching.
Yeah. I could see it in her face.
That's what we're all
thinking.
Who?
The worst part is, Jiro, she's excited for that. What are you after giving her?
Who has the highest passive perception?
I have.
Where's that again?
13
on D&D Beyond.
Oh yeah, 10.
Ew,
I have 10 as well.
We are loud like again on D&D Beyond.
14.
So knocks out.
Jeez, that's a high passive perception you have.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, so 14 actually. So Nox, not Geek, Nox, as they're walking away, you can hear Ella, the half-elven lady that was with
Person
her.
we didn't get introduced to yet.
Yeah. She's just like, they seem nice. And Mina's like, oh yeah, they're great, yeah, they're a bit, but they're great. Walk off into the crowd.
Bit what?
What?
Have you ever heard anyone saying we were a bit?
Yeah,
A bit what?
just a bit. It's a bit hard. We're hard to describe, I think.
Yeah, it's nice to hear it though, isn't it?
Yeah, people are thinking about us. That's good for our brand, right?
I think
the name
so.
out.
Ain't no such thing as bad publicity.
It's
Except for
bad
that
publicity when
one
she
thing we
unwraps
did.
that rude etching.
The thing she thinks is a rude etching of Jiro. Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's a note.
I know, but the way you
Yeah,
handed it,
Just-
it
Really,
looked
the way you
like
handed it to her as a goodbye.
Who would
little
think that?
token. I would think it. I'd be excited. Jiro,
Who
if you ever
else?
want to give me a rude etching, I'd be excited and I'd gratefully.
As a quick reminder as well, if it is a rude etching of Jiro, it'll have zero effect on her. Just saying now.
Did you
Still
hear
might-
that?
Jiro could be the length of a day and it'll have no effect on her.
Still nice to look at. No, dicks aren't, in fairness.
Oh,
I said it, and then I heard myself, and I was like, "Who likes looking at a dick?"
What?
This
Okay.
is almost like a competition. See how quickly you
I'm
can
just
derail the
saying.
story.
And seeing. Okay, guys, so following Jiro, you carry on into the main admin building. You can all walk in, no problem, over the threshold. No feelings of magical haltness happening. You follow him down a lot of corridors, lefts and rights. Eventually he comes to
Left and right.
lefts
Are
and
we-
It
right.
is a fancy place.
Are we
Yeah.
passing like doorways or other corridors and things?
You would be, yeah, you definitely
So,
would be. So
As we're
the
going,
the
can I
area-
like hold my arm out towards them
yeah.
and just see
Um,
if it?
So yeah, it seems to be no issues at the moment. You were definitely coming down like where a lot of the like lecturers are based. Their rooms, you can see like the little plaques with their different names on it and stuff. You pass by Jiro's one, and then like eventually after a little bit, he comes to the one that has Kuax written on the door.
I just do a very, very polite and cheerful knock, knock, knock.
You hear like a chair that sounds like it's struggling with the weight of a dragonborn sitting on it, getting pushed back. He comes over and opens the door. It's like, Jiro! What a pleasant surprise!
It's good to see you again. It's good to see you. I've brought my friends. We're starting to look into that situation we were speaking about. We thought we'd get some information if possible.
Yeah. Please.
So come in.
And he waves.
And as I introduce everyone as they're coming in.
Jiro.
Yeah.
This isn't your man that you said was an awful arsehole, is it?
No. Kuax was one of my closest friends.
Who's following after Jiro walking in?
Me.
You get stopped. Like you walk into an invisible wall.
Ah!
Oh!
Is your nose? Are you alright?
Sorry.
Door's broken.
Sorry. And he
You should put a
steps.
sign on that.
He steps out into the hall to you and like lifts up your hand with the bracelet on it, and you can see that like he whispers something into it. He's like, you can go in now, miss, and I'll get you, sir, as well. Looking at you, Luck.
I was just very hesitantly like,
Yeah, like he go in without any issue, and Luck, you can get in now as well. And then he looks, sorry, Fardur. He looks down at you and is like, may I?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And he does his thing, and now you can go in as well. Sorry about that. I forgot they do that thing.
Nah, listen, we all need a bit of protection in our lives, and I understand.
That's
I
only
have-
so you can get access here. I haven't changed because my job. But please sit down. Sit. Find a seat somewhere.
Is there seats to be found?
Under piles of books and stuff. Yeah, if he just kind of goes over and starts pushing them over himself. Some of them look like priceless tomes, and he's like just pushes them over, and you can see like all the books and the spines break as he crashed down.
Fardur is copying them now, so he starts like pushing them off as well.
Open books in.
That's it. Don't worry. If they break, we can fix them. Don't worry.
Well, okay, thanks.
Okay.
So
This is a nice office you've got here. There's an awful lot of books.
thanks. I take them
Did you know
at the library
Knox
and forget to return them.
Did you know Knox actually worked in a bookshop for a while?
Oh, what kind of bookshop, miss?
it was just a kind of a small village bookshop. It was very good though. They had a really good romance section,
Excellent.
which was very well received. And they
yourself.
also used to have I did read the books, and they also had, they'd have people in for signings. So-
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyone of note?
Did you ever hear of Jonju?
Can't say I have. That was it. That was his full name.
No, it was Jonju Stoneblood. I just, most people, he's that famous that you probably just know him as Jonju.
No.
It's like Prince.
The
Which-
prince.
You know, the
Which
Prince of
prince?
the Realm.
Prince the Realm, like.
Oh yeah.
Prince of the Realm, you just can call him Prince.
And then when he became the king, he was the artist formerly known as Prince.
This realm that we have a queen. Listen, we're not getting into it.
Are any of these books signed?
Oh, who knows? They could be.
Fardur starts
You'd
opening,
never
like
hear-
picking it up.
you'd
Like,
never-
Sorry.
You'd never heard of him, no?
I can't say I've heard of him. No. Sorry, miss.
Did you want a copy of his book? I have a couple lying around.
Oh yeah, certainly. He takes it off. He's like, "Need a change." Huh. I'll put that into my to-read pile.
just throws it around the room somewhere, like.
It's just kind of. It looks like he's got to place it on his table, and then just shifts his hand slightly and just drops it on the floor. So what can I do for you? What can I do for you all? Nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you. I believe I don't know how much Jiro has explained about our predicament, but roping you in, I think, is the best way.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I don't think that Locke understands it fully. Maybe you should repeat it for him.
Yeah, if you could just break it down
Just
bit
for
by
Locke
bit,
now.
just in
Really?
case there might be anything that it's been a long day for Jiro. Maybe he missed something.
I'm
And
just reading one of the books, but what?
and
I'm
Locke
not finding it.
he's been puking his ring up basically.
So, Jiro, you didn't pass on any information? Just so I know.
Oh well,
He did. He passed it on to myself.
I did,
and
but
to Knox, but Locke is a bit left out. So
Okay.
well, just in general, maybe just giving as much information as possible, just to make sure nothing was missed in translation.
Okay, excellent. So, let's start from the start. So, as Jiro would have known him. He would have worked with him a bit, not too much, but a little bit. We had a professor here, Ranley Dayton was his name. His poor wife and child were killed in Vesa when that awful Titan attack happened.
I never heard of that.
He took it. It was a big deal.
We were there.
Oh,
Anyway, to decide. Sorry, carry on.
Fardur, that was when we were looking after Anne Marie. Remember, you were carrying her.
Oh, when I was running down the street with her in my arms, and then the slow motion, the music played. That was great.
What's
Anyway.
slow motion?
What's music? So yes, so he as understandably so, he didn't take it well.
That is understandable now.
He continued to come to the Archanum, but started to become a bit erratic and acting unusual. So the board began to get worried. So we gave him some time off. But then there was rumors of, thanks to Isaac, he found out like murders and bodies going missing. So we just started to worry a little bit and thought about adding a couple of things together. Checking his history of what he checked out in the library as well. Things started to kind of concern us a little bit that he might have been looking into areas best left alone.
Necromancy.
Yes, exactly. That's it. Well done.
Jeez. And then now Fardur like grabs a book off the ground and just like rips out a random page out of it.
Okay.
And then just like gets a pen and starts writing down like necromancy.
Can-
Okay, yeah, continue.
Could I just see that page very quick?
I mean,
Just real
I'll
quick.
use different.
Yeah, you just list it real quick. And
All right.
Okay, it's not important. Go on, carry on.
Go on.
So yes, So we the board was just beginning to get a little bit worried. But of course, we don't want the city to think something like this could happen from the Arcanum. So thanks to connections that Isaac has, the city guard have kind of been told not to look too deeply into any of these, which is what we would like you to do.
And can I ask you a question now?
Yes.
Is he proficient in any particular type of magic? Now, I'm sure that he's like able to do a lot of stuff, but is there anything that we should be worried about? Anything that he'd be strongest at?
Originally, he was into illusionary arts.
Okay, so illusionary and possibly necromancy.
Possibly. He
Jesus.
could absorb knowledge quicker than most. The only person, funnily enough, that I've seen recently that has that same ability to just kind of understand the flow of how to command magic was Amelia, actually.
Who's she now?
It was a young girl that
We
young
met her in
lady.
the courtyard.
young lady, sorry,
Ah,
that
yes.
Jiro brought.
So would you say Amelia's doing very well then?
She has the potential of doing very well. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's
to hear now.
lovely.
That's
She
good
got
for her.
very upset when I was leaving her there, and I just was a bit worried about her. So it's great to hear that she's doing well.
Oh no, I feel she's going to do extraordinary.
Excellent. Well, that's nice. That's nice to hear now, because I'm sure she found her calling kind of late in life. So, anyway, so illusionary magic, bit of necromancy.
She's 21, I think.
Isn't it great that she found it so late? Anyway,
She's
necromancy.
a bit long in the tooth now.
Necromancy and illusionary. Sorry, hang on.
The fact
there anything
that
else?
Fardor's even taking notes and making these connections is incredibly impressive.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
Giro's there every time he's about to say something, his mouth opens, if Fardur says something, it's just like,
Like, that's definitely an inspiration role you're going to get. So just remind me to give you that. Like,
Oh yes. And is there anything else that we should know? Like, has he any weaknesses?
weaknesses.
I know you said his family is, the loss of his family was deeply upsetting to him. Is there any family remaining or something that could like maybe assist us in any way, shape, or form?
Not that I'm aware of in the city, anyway. Not that I'm aware of in the city.
Okay, all right. That poor elm man. I mean, apart from all the murders, obviously, but
So like he had a house in the city. He had a house on. I know where he had the house. He had a house on the Dawn Bridge, and there's obviously his office. Like if you think that's somewhere you want to look, I'll make sure to hopefully
think it's a good place to
undetected
start.
give you access to it. Zero will be ever go in, but I'll just see about giving you the rest access.
I think that's probably a good place to start, because if, as you're saying, his history in the library is a bit questionable, maybe there's some more clues there.
yeah, I was, it's just about to say the exact same thing. Why don't we check that out?
Excellent.
You've
So-
been an excellent help here now.
I'll
And,
start with the clear leader of the group, looking at you, Fardur, and he takes your hand and he does the little
Oh, we're
incantation and the bracelet that you're wearing, and he'll do luck and knocks as well if you're okay with it.
Totally.
So yes, we haven't looked into his office much. Just I don't know. We were nervous about it.
Okay,
should
well,
we maybe consider sleep? Sorry, I'm very tired.
You alright?
Should we consider sneaking in?
Well, I should hope he's not there. We haven't seen him, so I should hope he's
Would the
not
place
there.
be under some sort of watchful eye, though? Maybe he has some sort of followers or something. People who idolize him or something.
Who knows?
Keeping
Who
an eye on
knows?
us.
Who knows?
I think we should stealth it in, lads. And
He,
lady.
he was very popular with the student body. I'll say that much. So hopefully he hasn't been forming a cult. That'll be
Oh, Jesus, do you think that'd take a new
Sorry,
member?
which
That'd be-
student's body?
that'd be real. I'll let Jiro fill in the paperwork if that's the case.
Technically, I don't work here anymore, so maybe we can get Vicar out to do it. No?
That's
Um,
not nice,
don't-
Jiro.
I love how
No.
all of us have the exact same reaction. I'm so proud of us.
Don't mention it. Please don't mention his name in front of me. Thank you.
Kuax, that's such a fantastic help. We couldn't be more appreciative.
What's in my eye?
Thank you so much.
No problem. No problem.
Maybe when this is all over, we can all get some dinner or some drinks together before we move on from the city.
Sounds amazing.
But I suppose we'll go and check his office if
Mm-hmm.
we'll let you get back to your important work. Yeah, thank you.
Have a good day. Have a good day. Please let me know if you need anything else or if you have any kind of update.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
He sits down and he reaches down and picks up beat of change and starts leafing through it.
It'll change our life.
Who wrote? Did a child write this, or was it actually? Wondering.
He's a very talented man, and he's a lovely person to meet as well. I think you'd really like him if you met him.
I'll have a read of this and we'll find out. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
So good.
Oh, on the way out, I'll grab grab everyone's wrist and just like unlock it for my own office in case we need somewhere to
Okay.
regroup.
Perfect. Done.
Everyone's like, we don't want to go to your office.
Yeah.
He says the wrong thing, and True Blood-esque, you just slide out of the office because you're uninvited.
Oh, it's the wrong one.
just going out the sliding down the office like this.
Bye. Right. Again, Jiro, you'd know roughly the way to go. Ranley's office. You'd have the kind of general direction. Give us a survival check, please, to see if you can track it down.
A survival check. That is a 7.
7. So
No.
takes probably about 20 minutes longer than necessary to finally track down the office. Gets the general area correct, but then there's a lot of like. Basically, what happens in the end is it's all you guys walking along a hall, reading the plaques until you narrow it down to find like.
I was actually taking something worse. Just trying to walk into all these offices and just getting rebounded back away from them every single time.
Everyone roll a d20, and whoever's the highest is the one that actually finds the office.
Three.
Okay, not Knox.
10.
Maybe
11.
Fardur.
17.
It was Locke. Locke finally tracks it down because he's just sick of your shit, and he's just like, I'm just gonna.
The map that was like right
I'm
in front
just
of our
gonna-
faces the entire time.
Yeah, he's just
Oh, there it
someone's
is.
passing
Here.
by, and he stops and goes like, "Can you tell me where? Can you tell me where this office is?" Look, yeah, it's just down there. It's like Grant.
Thank you.
So yeah, you guys are there. It's like, oh yeah, you're standing outside the door. What are you doing, guys?
Can I
What?
just check the door to see if there's any kind of like magic traps on it? Can I do that?
Investigation
Is there something
check.
Investigation check.
Investigation. Oh, come on. 5.
Not that you can tell.
Refreshing that shit.
Jesus. I like your dice, by the way.
Not that you can tell. Having a quick look around it, you feel fairly confident that it is not magically trapped in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, seems okay.
Still
And I'll
seated?
What's that logo mean?
carefully and gingerly open the door.
Okie dokie. It is locked. Or it doesn't move anyway. You move the handle, but the door is not going in.
Can anyone pick a lock?
Actually, I can.
Cake a lock.
Pick this door lock? I suppose, yeah. Shit.
I think I have it.
Step
in my-
back and like let Fardur do his thing.
Pretty sure I have in my inventory.
In your inventory?
Inventory. Ah, no. I thought I had one. I thought I had like.
These
Lockpick.
tools?
Yeah, I don't seem to have it there now. I guess I can't. I'm not gonna cheat.
You're just gonna fail at the door?
Seems that way, yeah.
Okay.
Can I have a quick look up and down the corridor before delivering a swift kick?
Yeah, go for it. Give me a strength check,
First.
please.
Cool. It is a 13.
13. Luckily, it's only just a bog standard door.
I'm going to also throw in a cough while I'm doing it.
Right, okay. So you look up and down, see that there's no one coming, take a step back and like do like a Spartan-esque kick towards the lock. But there's this crash of the door swinging open and slamming against the wall, but also this little even though there's just this in the middle of it.
Jeez, that made a bit of a
Fardur,
bang,
you
didn't
did
it?
your best. You did your best.
Yeah, you loosened it up for me, man.
I tried.
So for 13 as well, the lock and like the where it was going into like the door frame is destroyed now, so it's clearly been broken into. Just so you know.
Jiro, are you able to fix that?
Um,
In a strange twist of character, I didn't think of the consequences of kicking the door in.
I'm not sure. Do I know how to use mending?
Don't know. Do you know how to use mending?
That's
If you don't, we can just ask Amelia later or something.
yeah. It's we'll just close it. I mean, he's wanted for murder. It'll be fine. We'll just say nothing.
All right.
Okay, so again,
Try and place the piece back in the door frame. Just like
that clear, like splintering out though, when you're just pressing it on top. Like, yeah,
yeah, it's like we were never here.
the perfect crime.
I'm going to once again carefully and gingerly step inside and have a squiz and look around the room.
Okay.
Don't be squizzing us the room straight away.
Definitely know we were here.
That was totally unnecessary.
That-
You fucking weirdo.
That caught me squiz. Okay, have a squiz.
Squiz.
Straight up, you wouldn't know him super well, Jiro, but you'd know him kind of like well enough to know that normally he was very neat and he was well kept as well. Like he'd keep a clean, tidy like lecture room, and he'd also keep a clean, tidy office. This is a mess. This isn't a mess of that someone kicked a door in and started rooting through all their stuff. It's not the same mess as with Kuax's room with like piles of books. They were still piled. This is like an absolute mess. This is like looking into the room of someone who just stopped caring and just started letting
That's a bit sad, lads.
That
shit
is a little bit sad.
pile up everywhere. Yeah, there's books everywhere hanging on the wall. You see a portrait which is of him, his wife, and his daughter, and like even in that you can see that he's very well groomed. Like he like had grey hair. He was like in his 50s, like these really kind, gentle looking eyes. Like just like even the picture of it, you're just like, I really want to talk to that guy and get to know him because he just seems like genuinely like a really nice guy. And then you look around the room and all that doesn't match what that picture's shown. Like,
Can I do an investigation check to see if anything stands out?
yeah, go for it.
Cool. Would that be investigation? That'd be investigation, wouldn't it? Or would that be perception?
It depends on what you want to do exactly. Are you
I'm
looking
looking for something.
Or are you just
I was going to do a scan around the room to see
Yeah,
if something
do-
kind of stands out.
perception, please?
Perception. Okay. That is a 2.
Yeah. There's
It's
just
definitely a room.
definitely a room. There's definitely a picture on the wall, and definitely 100%, you know with surety, someone's kicked the door in.
I'm just fixated on that.
He's just looking at the back of it, going, "Someone kicked this in."
Someone kicked this door in.
That
Lads,
was me.
Someone
was
broke
like-
this door.
30 seconds ago. I kicked the door in.
I don't think you could do this, man. This looks like it's been done by some sort of machine.
Don't know what to tell you, man.
Sorry.
Could
Anyway,
I
so
have
I found
a
nothing.
look around for see if there's any like journals or anything like that
Yeah, do
in
it.
his desk or anything?
You do an
Um,
investigation check.
Investigation. 13.
13.
Nice.
So, scanning around as best you can. Like, so it looks like. So, the bookshelves that were there, which would be like the books more linked to his area of study, he pulls them all down and stuff, and they're all over the floor. Looking around the desk as well. You can see that, like, 13. Yeah, for 13 on the desk, there seems to be like scratches or markings of some kind. It's hard to figure out exactly what they are for 13, but like looking at them, they look fresh. They don't look like, well, you know what I mean, they don't look like they were part of the wood and like they've been aged over. They look not like they've been done the last 10 minutes or anything like that, but they look relatively new compared to the rest of the desk. As for finding any kind of a journal and stuff, like you're lifting up books left, right and center, like you just can't seem to find anything. Even when you open up the drawers around the desk, Like they're empty already because it looks like they've been taken and turned over already.
Jiro, did he have an office in his home? Do you know?
I'm not too sure. I knew him more professionally. We weren't really social, but there's some markings on his desk here. Can I use a bit of charcoal and a page from one of my books and just like take a rubbing of it?
Definitely.
Did he seem to be like patterns or just like
squizzing?
Squizzing and rubbing.
Squizzing and rubbing all over the room.
Did he seem to be like any patterns like symbols, or is it just like scratches?
What would you do? Oh, I get you to do.
Investigation, maybe?
Yeah, give us another investigation on it because you're doing a new investigation.
Oh, 8.
Wow. It just seemed to be like random, to be honest. Just random scratches. Like of different depth and length.
Anyone else find anything else?
Can I check his desk to see if there's anything out of the ordinary again?
So you want to check it again?
Like, so, well, the last time I was checking the room, I kind of want to check his desk and see is there anything that might stand out, like, I don't know.
So the desk is where
the
Jiro's
scratching,
getting the scratching, yeah. Yeah, give us a investigation
Right,
check.
so-
Investigate the shit out of in here.
20.
20.
Not 19 plus 1, so it's
Nice.
not 20.
So yeah, looking around the desk, was there anything in particular you were looking for on the desk actually before I get
Just
in?
because when you were saying about the scratches, like Fardur has in his head that there might be like a hidden compartment or a drawer or something like that, that maybe someone was kind of moving things around and scratched it. That's more so what is going through his head.
Yeah, so having a deep dive into the desk, like looking underneath it, like running your hands around the edges and stuff to find any kind of like release mechanism, even like thanks to your height advantage, like looking from where like the chair would go in to the top of the desk, like there doesn't seem to be any kind of like depth to it where you'd be like, oh, maybe there's like a hidden something there. But it just as like Jiro like removes like the piece of paper that he's done the rubbings on, just looking at the scratches yourself, you're like, oh, why, like kind of looks familiar, that like something that I would have seen commonly before.
Can I do a history check on it?
Yeah, give us a sure, do a history check. Yeah.
9.
Just looking at it, you're like, oh, where, it's that annoying thing, like, where have I seen something similar to this before, but you just can't place it. But you're like, no, I've seen this, not even in some kind of death hole or anything like that. It was just somewhere common. Maybe it was back in the Lavender Rat, like you've seen something like this before, but you're just like, you just can't figure out exactly what it is.
Cool. I tell that to the others, by the way. I'm relaying the information. Guys, I've seen these markings before.
Lux is still looking at the photo. I was like, looks so nice.
What's a
So
photo?
I'm just trying to have a look through my spells and see if there's anything useful that might help.
Firebomb.
Yeah.
Fireball, sorry.
I cast darkness.
If we can't see the problem, it's no longer a problem.
Just go into a rage and smash the place up.
I suppose again, Nox, with your passive perception again, as you were looking up at the photograph, also known as a picture, or slash painting, just like over to one side of the desk, like almost going over towards like the corner of the room. You hear something, just some kind of like movement or something, but you can't like pinpoint exactly where it is. You just know it's over in that general area or what it could be.
Did anyone hear that?
Like it almost sounds like it's under like a pile of like the shit that's in the room, like
What is it?
No,
metaphoric, not literally.
just like a, just like it sounds like a muffled, like a muffled sound. Like
Where's
it's
it coming
under
from?
things. There. I think over right there.
Fardur takes one of his hand axes.
Okay.
And just kind of walks over and starts like clearing the pile of rubbish, just kind of like bit by bit, kind of hitting the axe to knock things away.
Yeah.
So I don't what like books and stuff like that. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so just
that-
like knocking them away.
Cool.
The area from where that Nox had heard that sound.
What are the rest of you guys doing? Fardor's doing this.
I'm just going to keep flipping through like the books and things, seeing if I can find something that was taken from the library.
Okay.
I am trying to sort DNS issues.
Okay. Got this. I believe in you.
I've got this.
Should make a pie hole, man. I'm telling you.
He's
Make a file.
he's
I'm currently
actually
frozen, but my audio's working, which is
Oh.
weird.
Like you froze all
There we
right.
go.
You froze like you're
There we
just
go.
Yeah.
in deep and
I
Yeah,
got
you're
deep in
in-
thought, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You
just
look-
gonna
you look great.
Yeah, you do look great.
Thank
So Locke is challenging the gods themselves, and they're connecting threads that they have that run through the entire universe. Locke is having a battle with one of them at the moment. And Nox, what are you doing? Anything?
I'll kind of approach, but like from the rear, because I'm a bear, so what? It is.
So yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Thinking
it's
about it.
It's gone worse.
Of course.
You look great, Andrew.
He's
Thanks, man.
polymorphed into two dancing squares.
Yeah.
No, sorry, they're two fireflies dancing around each
I don't
other.
know how.
They look like they're having a great time, though.
I don't know how
He's
you're getting so
ascended into a higher
synchronized, but you
plane.
look amazing.
Incredible. I don't know
Uh,
how I'm still connected. That's the thing that doesn't make any sense to
Listen.
me. So,
Discord's still like, you know what's cool? I'm not
you
gonna
know what's
ruin
cool? Audio.
Yeah.
this. So, Fardur, as you push and clear away some of the stuff, the noise it getting clearer and getting louder. So, like, there's definitely a cage buried in here somewhere, and there's definitely something in that cage, and you can hear that it's like scurrying around and like gnawing on the bars of the cage because you can hear that.
Okay. The
So-
Fardur starts to speed up a little bit now, and he's starting to like clear things a bit quicker. Try and get down further in to see what it is.
Yeah. Yep. So you start pushing things aside with the axe, eventually revealing like the corner of, like I said, like a cage. It's small enough. It's not it's not like a huge cage or anything. It's small. It's like small. It would be used to like transport like a cat or something small like that. But you can see it's like just the corner of it. So if you want to go ahead and push on and root it out, that's
Yeah.
up to yourself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like touch the cage itself. I'm just gonna use the axe, keep moving things out of the way, just like knocking the books flying and that's on top of it or around it, so
Cool.
I can see what's inside it.
So eventually you push from the top and the sides so you can get to see into this cage, and inside it is a rat that's scurrying around, which is not unusual. You've seen a rat before. Probably the most unusual part about this is the fact that like half of its face and it running down his body is starting to decompose to the point
Ugh.
where like you can see inside it where its organs are just kind of sitting there in like the rib cage. You can see out, and like as it's scurrying around, and as you move the books back, like it turns you and like and like jumps
Okay.
at the cage, shaking it like and it's trying to like viciously trying to get out of the cage and at you now that it sees you. Like,
Doc, you ever seen
Yeah.
anything like this before?
A half-dead rat that's running around the place.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, once or twice actually.
Oh,
I was,
so it's not that uncommon.
it's not great, like it's not brilliant, but it's not it's not common either. But
Giro,
it,
do you want to
that's
detect magic here?
bad juju.
Yeah, sure.
This rat
I
is
can't remember
hopping off the cage at you. Like you can see it's pushing now that you kind of freed it from some of the books. Like every time it hops and pushes against the cage, like it's actually shifting it forward a bit. Like
So I'll come over to the cage where everyone else is and grab the pendant and kind of wave my hand and do a detect magic on it.
what's all this then? You're picking up necromancy.
Hello.
What's all this? You're picking up necromancy magic off it like nobody's business. It was
Okay.
dead,
I don't
and
want
now it is
to.
alive.
Jiro.
Yeah.
I don't want to alarm you, but I feel like this spouse was dead.
You are absolutely correct.
So
This is
Knew
a
it.
Fardur draws his second axe.
Okay.
And in one quick movement brings the 2 axes down through the cage and into the rat.
Can you give me an attack roll, please?
Can indeed. 26.
Do your damage. Just because you're trying to get through the cage.
9. So that's the first axe then, I suppose.
Yep.
Or unless you want to do both of them together.
No, do them separate. Do them separate.
Okay. Then the second one is 12. And the damage would be, if it lands, is 8.
Cool. So yeah, the first axe is like piercing through the cage and kind of clearing space for that, and the second one's to come down and bring it down onto the rat. Clean slap straight down through the middle. Like there's now a split rat on the end of your axe, but it has stopped moving again.
So he picks up the axe and kind of brings it up close to his face just to kind of see if there's any sort of signs of life or if it's still active in any way, shape, or form.
Doesn't seem to be any signs of movement now. It's almost like you killed it again. You can't see it out at the like any kind of hint of blood that might be coming out is really thick and
Don't say it.
It's your favorite word.
thick ichor coming out of it.
Ah,
There it
is.
what a prick.
You just reminded me. I forgot all about it. Like
Shit.
I knew it was coming. I could see on his face. So he was like, "Oh no."
Oh. Anyway, so yeah, he kind of just like whips the axe so that like the rat flies off and like slaps down.
nice. Where'd you throw it? Like onto the floor or like into the room?
No, onto the floor below
Yeah.
me, like just
Yeah.
beside me.
So that it falls down into like it was kind of holding itself together, but once you flick it down onto the floor, like it splits in half. Then
Was it so
Yeah.
gross?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's bloody disgusting. But I think we can safely say he's been messing around with the necromantic magic.
The necromantic arts?
Yeah,
What you
that's
say?
what I was hoping he'd say. That necromantic arts.
Magic arts. Oh, I mean, you really have to be a special kind of person to mess around with the necromantic arts.
Just kind of look down at the rat and then up at the portrait of them and just like, don't tell me he's trying to bring them back.
Of
Okay.
course he's trying to bring them back.
Won't tell-
Look at
He
those
said not
lovely
to
kind
tell him.
eyes.
He
Yeah.
said not
Look
to
at those
tell him.
lovely kind eyes. What
Nox,
else do you
Nox.
think would drive a man to this point?
I-
That he's got dirty, rotten, dead rats running
But of
around
course, I
that
mean,
we're dead and then they're not dead.
in the rhetorical sense of this never works out well. It's a dead end because
Literally.
what comes
Ah,
back
dead.
isn't.
But yeah, I do believe he was speaking metaphorically.
But
Thank you.
but he was speaking what now?
Metaphorically.
He doesn't have that does he know that?
I don't think he does, but I think he just did it anyway.
Look, my point was what goes there and what comes back aren't the same. It's dangerous.
So what you're trying to tell us is that his wife and child will be murderous rats.
I mean, possibly. There's no telling what they'll be like.
Rat bastards.
I think your idea is best. We should go to his house and see if there's anything more there.
Let's do it. So I guess we're making our way.
Take it away.
Look, I just set it up and you guys just knock it out of the park.
That's why we work.
So,
Okay.
plans head straight towards his house. Kuax would have
Do
passed on that.
Before
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
do you think that's a bad idea?
Look, do you think that's a bad idea, Look?
How long was he missing? Do you remember?
Oh,
I
gee.
don't remember.
I don't remember either. Did we ask? That's the question.
I don't think it was given. I don't think specifics were given. So, like, when you
No.
think about it, it's a few months ago now when that whole thing happened.
Yeah,
He
and
came
we
to
can,
work
like,
for a
reasonably
while.
say that the rat's been there for
A
Could we
while.
determine how long the rat was there?
You can do a nature check.
I could do a nature check.
You could do a nature check.
Quick, now that
Would
my
you like
thing
me
is
to do a nature check?
Yeah, I have a +1. I got a 16 when I rolled it.
A decent nail number.
It's a
Um,
decent number.
You've seen things can decompose before. So it's definitely been a few weeks.
Rats specifically. Farmer.
Rats specifically.
Mm.
It's definitely
yeah.
been a few weeks.
Okay.
Few weeks. So putting that together with what? And our chat's back.
So we thought you were just pausing for dramatic effect.
Nope.
Yeah,
Hang on.
there was a big long
That was
pause
very
there.
well timed.
Thanks. There we go. We're back again.
We're back.
And I need to look into that. I told you the internet was acting up today.
Yeah, Ring of
You
Virgin
did
Tongue
say
are
it.
directly affecting your income at this point.
Where was I? Sorry. Yes. Well,
Yeah.
whatever was said last. It was a few weeks. Yeah. So he went missing. Then there was about a week or so, maybe 2, and then shit started happening in the
Okay.
city.
Cool.
Yeah, shit.
And does it look like, I know it's another kind of investigation check, but in the room, generally, does it look like there might be any other way in or out?
No,
door?
no. You can see that easily enough. Well, you can
Cool.
obviously check to see if there's any kind of secret passages. There's nothing. There's a window. That's it.
No, I'm alright to go without because
Yep.
I've already been told not to snoop around this place too hard.
Mhm.
Cool.
Good lad.
Not a shot. Oh, okay. Just a voice from the wrist, from the bracelet. Just be like, don't touch that.
I can see you. Don't touch that.
Whatever it
I
is you're
hate
doing.
that.
But I
Don't.
really want to touch it.
Don't bloody touch it.
Okay, making our way downtown.
Nice.
Making my way downtown. Making my way. Doodly doodly doo.
Okay, cool. So you're done where you guys are. You're done in the Arcanum, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now until we can figure out where else you might have gone.
So you back out. Sorry.
We need to get to the library at some point and do a thing of books that he took out.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea.
You could do that
Wanna do
first if you
before we
want.
leave. Yeah,
Yeah, that's probably a
Swing
good,
by the
good
library.
thing to do. Yeah.
library.
Library.
The library.
You proceed to the library.
I asked someone how to get there.
Jiro knows the way to the library. Luckily enough, he has a solid.
Listen, after trying to find that office, I'm not too sure about that.
Solid
No,
idea. where
look, I swear it's this way.
As
I
we're walking, I just suddenly
swear.
asked someone going the other way, being like, "Is this the way to the library?"
Yeah.
I can do a stealth check for you if you'd like to see if I get. my
yeah,
share.
do it.
It's a 17.
Grant, yeah. I'm sure you have no problem doing it. Following the directions that you received, look, you end up going outside and into one of the other buildings. And so the thing that's unusual about this is you go into this building and have an idea of its size, but when you actually go into the building itself, the scale and sheer size of it doesn't match up to what the building is. It's basically just a small little walkway up to a desk where there's like two like brass gates on either side, and then behind that is the library. This like fast expanding library behind you. There's about 3 stories of like books. Like, so there's this main like lobby, I guess you'd call it, like where there's desks all set up so you can have a look at it, and then just behind that and all around there's nothing but books of all kinds, and you see that they go back then again, like and like it's just a sheer expanse of books that are kept here.
Way bigger on the inside, I presume, than it appears
Yeah,
on the outside.
vastly bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside.
I get vertigo from this,
Okay.
and I rolled a 6 on my Constitution check.
Okay. Okay, so you're feeling a bit woozy. It's not.
Oh.
Your brain's like, this ain't adding up.
Don't like it.
Too many books.
Too many books on the dance floor.
It's more just the
Too many books.
size. It's the size thing. I can't get my brain around it. That it's bigger in the inside.
And then sitting at the wearing like these royal blue robes, like with long way past down like his lower back, dark hair, is an elven gentleman sitting there, and he kind of looks up from what he was like, seems to be writing something in this huge tome as he turns like a page, and he looks up at you.
Hi, hello, hi, hello.
Jiro.
We're it's good to see you again. We're actually here for
What's his name?
He has no idea. Jiro has no idea what this guy's name is.
I just kind of like like a real fake smile to the guy who kind of turned to Fardur like, what?
What's his name? I want to be polite. I don't want to be just asking him random questions. Like, what's his name?
Storbin. It starts with an S, right? It's
Storbin. Storbin.
Don't.
Is that your name?
Or is
Elandrin.
Elandrin.
Elandrin? That's the yeah.
Jiro,
was
that doesn't start with an S.
Storbin. That's where your brain went. Storb.
That doesn't start with an S at all. That starts with an E.
I'm terribly sorry. We
I'm still on Storbin.
Good old Storbot.
we're here for some important business from the board. We were oh, it's warm in here. We were asked to investigate some goings on. Could you tell us of Ranley Dainton? We'd like what books he's taken, please.
For a start, Jiro, it is not warm in here. The temperature is kept perfect to preserve the books. You know this. As for the history of what Ranlin Dayton took out, you wouldn't have clearance for full access to what he took out, because some of the access is even above yours. I can give you this, and he reaches down and like puts it like a roll of parchment as it's already been requested.
Yes. That's thank you very much. That's very helpful, and I'll just kind of like slink to the back of the group. Oh God!
I've killed Alan.
Why did I say Storbin? What's this? Storbin isn't even a name. Why am I like this? Why am I like this?
Dunno. Can we get out of the weird building? I don't like it.
Let's
I'm just staring down at the ground, pointedly, not looking at the big walls.
Jiro,
Thank you.
Jiro,
Yes.
that was awkward.
I know.
And I've had some awkward interactions in my time, but that was awkward.
I'm more red than usual, aren't I? I feel like I'm more red than usual.
Oh, you're red.
Keep doing that.
Well, we've got the parchment, so I suppose we should hurry to his house now.
You're not looking at it. You're just going to the house.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Just like open it as we're moving, away
At
from the
least
desk.
outside. I'd like to
Before
be
we leave
outside.
the library, but away from the desk before
Okay.
I die of embarrassment.
Grant. Just at a quick glance, it's all pretty standard stuff up until a point where it kind of. How much knowledge would you have of the kind of things that he took out? Give me, I'd say an Arcana check, please, Jiro.
Arcana check is
This mightn't suit it, but it's more like to see if you kind of have an idea of the titles and stuff. If they make sense.
19.
19. So yeah, you can see that with some of the titles that they're going kind of more philosophy and stuff. Like, you know, that some of the books that are like discussing like life and death. There's actually a few books on different kind of the relationships between like clerics and their gods and what that link is and how they have the ability to be able to bring people back. Now and again for 19, you can see the direction they're going in, but there's definitely a cutoff where you're like, that's the end of the list for you anyway. But you definitely get the feeling that there was more on it. It's just you're not privy to that information. So you can see the switch from just his general reading material to like looking
so
more
like over
in
time.
depth.
I can see
Yeah.
we can see the slope.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and obviously I'll communicate that to the rest of the group.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so you carry on and leave the Arcanum, yeah? Sorry.
Yeah.
On the way out, Isaac collects the bracelets off you again and kind of hints at as well that the intention was you had one visit and that was it. But if you need to get it again, he can see what can be done.
Oh.
So do you want me just to hold on to these bracelets and then they come back?
No, I'll hold on to them, thank you.
Okay. Nobody got teleported though.
Well, that's because you all behaved yourself.
Yeah.
I'm actually very proud of myself.
So while normally you'd walk straight onto the Dusk Bridge, you turn right towards right to the Dawn Bridge. It's about like a 20-30 minute walk, depending on how fast you're going. Again, just as a reminder, like, these are massive bridges, and like the house, when you actually get to it, is a 3-story house, but then there's another level that goes below that. So like I said before, like on the bridges themselves, they're multi-leveled as well, so you can go down onto another level underneath the bridge. And of course, like, there's houses and stuff as normal there. Like, it's not like you're going into like the bad part of town by going under onto the lower levels. But yeah, like it's a standard style that matches the rest of the city. 3-story house standing in front of you. On the like top floors, you can see that the curtains are pulled. On the lower floor, like the ground floor right in front of you where the door is, the curtains are open, so you can actually see in if you wanted to have a look. But yeah, that's what you are looking at the minute.
It's a nice house though, isn't it?
That chaise is lovely, isn't it?
definitely a nice place to raise a family, but hopefully not
From the dead,
descend
like.
into
Raising
necromantic
from the
arts.
dead, yeah.
No.
Can we have a look in the window, please?
What are you eating? He's better be fucking sharing these bitches.
Better be sharing. Where's the rest of it?
I mean, I
Sorry.
thought you were going to talk more.
Or,
Sorry.
Wrap it.
I'll wrap it.
oh my god!
Oh my god, these are so chewy.
You faster, boy. Let me see.
One moment, please.
Right,
I'm
it's
trying to see
down.
what I have.
I didn't even
Down.
enjoy that. Have a look in
Sorry.
the window. Give us a perception
Yes.
check, please.
11.
So looking in, it's looking in. You can see the start of a long dining table, but it kind of fades into the murk of just the generalness of the room itself. But you can see there's a dining table with the chairs on either side, and then it just kind of fades into lower light, which is harder to see in looking in through the window.
Did you say it was how many stories?
So there's 3 stories on this level.
3 stories on this level. Looking up, are there any windows that look like they might be open?
No, there's no noticeable windows that are open.
Can we get around the house, or is it like terraced?
So it's terraced. And like there's no like back garden to it. The edge of the back of the house is right up on the edge of the bridge, which looks over the river. So if you're feeling adventurous, it's not that far in. You can try and scoot around and like somehow climb along the outside edge to see what the back is like. That is totally up to you guys.
I'll use my hand axes as like trying to stick them into the yellow concrete and see if I can keep myself.
Amazing. So you
Great.
back.
You can do that. I'm going to try the front door.
Cool.
Fardur's gone, by the way, at
Indeed.
this stage. He's already like around the corner.
Just gone without saying anything. So you walk down.
Just like
So
scurrying up.
So there's another 3 houses before you get to hit this house. So you go down and around and along the side, and you look over, and like you can see the dark grey river. Like it flows fast enough around here, like like carrying its way under the bridge. Can you give me carrying its way? Can you give me an athletics or an acrobatics, please?
Right. Before I do this, I have rope in my pack.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie the rope around one handle and then
Okay.
throw it around the back of me and then tie the rope on the other handle so that like it's kind of behind me
Okay.
and wrapped around my arm so that
Okay.
like I have a grip on them at all times in case I slip.
Okay.
Okay. Athletics, it is 25.
The Ilrandran River. I couldn't remember the name of it.
Floats around the
25.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, you get yourself secure, and yeah, you.
Sorry,
Oh, go ahead.
is it like flush with like
Yep.
the bridge? Yeah, grand, perfect.
Yep.
That's fine. I was picturing it in my head.
So off you go, and you start like axing into other people's houses as you start to like Prince of Persia your way along the back of it. I'll come back to you now in a sec. What's the front squad doing?
Yeah, I just went out to try the front door.
Okay,
I haven't noticed far ago.
it's locked.
Is it too busy for kicking it in?
Here would be a bit busier for kicking it in. You can definitely try and kick it in anyway if you want, but it'll be a bit busier.
No, I'll leave it until we figure out another way. Do the windows upstairs open? I know they weren't open, but do they hinge? Like, are they openable?
They are definitely openable.
All right. I turn around and go Fardur, I'm gonna boost you. Where did anyone see where Fardur went? Anyone?
He was
No.
he was right here.
He was.
He actually ran around the other way with his axe up in the air, screaming, "Away I go!"
Screaming.
Oh, that's what that was.
How do we not notice that?
He screams a lot, you know. Sometimes you tune it out.
I
guess.
was a million miles away.
The biggest shame is there isn't someone in the party that can change into an animal.
So what were you saying?
So I wanted Fardur to see if we could get upstairs and maybe try those windows, but it's just too high for any of us to go and get. Only there was a way we could get up.
I mean, I could fly up there, but birds don't have thumbs to put on the handles.
Oh my fucking god, you can fly.
Yeah,
She's
of
not
course
wrong.
I can fly.
Oh
my god.
Jesus Christ.
I forgot you could fly.
We all know I
100%,
can fly.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say I need someone to fly and I would have been flying?
100% not wrong. Birds don't have thumbs to open up the handle.
Yeah,
Not
birds
wrong.
don't have thumbs, you're right.
Not wrong.
Maybe you could get up to the roof and see if there's a way in there. Maybe you could get down the chimney. And get in and open the door from the inside. Ah.
I mean, yeah, what kind of bird do you think?
Smallish? I don't know birds.
Little sparrow or something?
A sparrow. A sparrow.
Or you could turn into like a mouse and climb up. Oh, she gone.
She sparrows away. Meanwhile,
I really
do you
wish
have any
that there
magic
was-
that can open doors?
Aloha Mora.
Like, is there a thing? What do they call them? The things? Are they spells?
Cantrip?
Yeah. Is there like one in the big book of stuff that can...
It's kind of flipping through my spell book, like, Featherfall, Silent Image, enlarge, reduce.
knock is the one you're looking for, by the way.
Reduce the door.
Call knock. Reduce the door. You most certainly try.
You'd make it
it's a
smaller,
bit-
then it doesn't fit, and then just falls out of the frame. It's like I did with the office door. I made it a bit smaller, and it fell out of the frame.
I mean, that is true,
Jumped
but
up.
it might be a little conspicuous. You know?
No, I know. That's why I wanted to use magic instead of trying to kick it this time.
Yeah, it's charm person. That won't do.
Charm the door open.
No,
I'm really curious, but also afraid to find out where Fardur ran off to.
Meanwhile, clink, clink, clink. Getting further out over the river now. Give me another athletics or acrobatics, please, Fardur.
Athletics. 17.
17. Still, it's getting tougher now the further you get out. But like you're still holding up there, like you're feeling the strain a little bit because you're not something you'd normally do. But yeah, I just do something real quick.
Furiously
Trey,
googling
just an
how
aside,
strong.
out of game.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying it was the last cookie. That's why I had a cookie.
No, it was the last jelly. Okay,
Just
okay.
had a cookie for no reason.
It was nice
Pretty
though.
good,
It was
though.
nice.
I mean, there's never no reason to have a cookie.
I guess.
Okay, good to know what I just done there. Yeah, you're still anything extra you need to do
Did you just
further?
roll for me?
Anything extra you need to do there further? Or are you okay?
No, just holding on.
That's okay. You just hold on to me. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about a thing that you saw there.
Don't even worry about it.
Hang on. Did that you who rolled for me?
Don't even worry about it, pal.
Would he even be able to do that? It's not
Can
like
I
he
do that?
owns the campaign, and
I don't
Because
do
I
Don't worry
hit
about it.
enter at the exact same time that happened, so I don't know whether it was me or it was you.
No,
Don't worry
I
about
don't think
it.
I have that much power.
Okay. Oh no.
Sorry, Sparrow. Hero Sparrow. First of all, because I know you like this, Nox, what's your sparrow look like?
Okay, so my sparrow is a classic sparrow shape.
Oh, classic sparrow shape.
Classic sparrow shape, because everyone loves the shape of a sparrow. You don't want to mess with that.
Where you get it tattooed.
That's why people get sparrows.
They look at them and go, I love the shape
they
of
go,
that bird.
That's a lovely shape. That's actually the best bird shape I ever saw. Classic bird shape. So I'm classically bird shaped.
Give us the blue tit any day.
Yeah. But I don't have blue tits, but I do have, like, it's very pale looking sparrow.
blue
So it's
tips.
almost like a whitish grey. And then there's like smudges of like a bright colour. Like a purple and a pink and a blue.
Now, talk me through everything that you're doing.
Well, I, as Nox, did a little hop and turned into a bird midair. And then I just kind of like happily did a little flip to be like, I didn't like us. And then off I went, up to the roof.
Okay, so what you doing up on the roof? What's your plan?
Well, I went towards the roof and then, like, on the way I kind of stopped at the windows, just kind of like confusedly pecked them because I don't have thumbs.
Yeah. Okay.
I went to the roof.
We've established that birds don't have thumbs.
We don't have thumbs. And then... What was that noise?
Right now.
Oh, weird. Anywho, is there a chimney?
There would be a chimney.
Okay, so I'll land on the top of it and have a little look in.
All you can see is darkness.
Sad bird noises.
Sure.
I will enter the dark hole.
Okay. So, there is 4 different chimneys together. Which one are you picking?
Roll a dice.
Roll a d4 if you want.
Yeah, do it.
4.
4. Okay. So you hop over to the 4th one and in. Meanwhile, what's
Scared bird sounds.
Locke and Jiro, what are you guys doing? Are you reducing the door?
Yeah, I was like, maybe we should have asked Nox to be like a mouse instead. Like, the bird's great for getting up, but not for getting down the chimney.
It depends how wide it is, I suppose. I mean, if it's big enough, she can, I don't know, spiral down. I've never flown, so I don't
Yeah,
really know
me either.
how that works.
Just know that, yeah, they get stuck in chimneys sometimes.
Yeah.
So, magic the door? What do you think? Is there something we can do for it?
Yeah, let's try and make it smaller, I suppose. And I will cast reduce on the door. Actually, do I even have that prepared is the question.
I don't know.
Do you even have that prepared?
I don't.
Of course not.
I just like take out the spell book and then like
Leaf through it.
I don't have the
Bits.
components for that with me.
Shit. Give him a few minutes and
Yeah. Nice
the
day
old-
though.
boot. I mean,
Looks
are we
like-
under? Are we on the lower side or the upper side of the bridge?
At the upper side.
Okay.
So you're out in the open. You're out in the open. Don't worry.
Alright, cool. Yeah,
Meanwhile,
it's quite nice.
Fardur.
Let's make awkward pleasantries.
I suppose, yeah.
We're just waiting.
You know each other a little bit, but not,
Yeah.
Locke wouldn't know you as long as he knows the other two. Fardur.
Yes.
Give us another roll, please.
Sure. We are at 24.
Ooh, lucky boy. So the further you kind of get out, the more like you're kind of getting the wind coming down the valley of the natural course of the river. So like it's getting a bit windier. The arms are getting a bit more shaky as well. Probably have one more kind of series to climb, and then you're over at the you'll be over at the house with your calculations, and you can see that like at the back there is which the town is famous for. There's a large bay window lower down. Kind of, you'd figure it out to be like the ground floor, so matching to where you guys were. And then there's like another like a 2 and a 2 up. You're kind of in the middle at the minute to give yourself a bit of height.
Fardur's calculations are counting to 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He was never unequal with numbers.
By my calculations.
By my calculations.
Four.
Boy, this many.
Nox.
This many fingers.
Nox.
I'm a bird in a hole.
As you bird jump into the hole, would you do like a bird dive into the hole, or are you just kind of nonchalantly like doing that, like kind of little bird kind of like and in, or what?
It's the second one of those.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
And in. Into the darkness.
Definitely like
Into the unknown.
Into the darkness, and as you are traveling down, all of a sudden, like there's a slope that you hit off and slide and roll a bit, and then you come off that slope, and you're like bracing yourself for more of a fall, but you come to a fall and a thud, like soot everywhere.
I do one of those, like, and they ruffle their feathers to shake it off.
So yeah, you
I
shake
will.
yourself off, and you appear to be in a bedroom.
I will. Is there a window?
There is a window ahead, yeah.
Okay, first of all, can I have a look around, and is there anything that like identifies what kind of a bedroom it is?
Do a perception check, please. So you rolled some.
10.
Like, kind of trying to get the soot out of your eyes with your wing. You know the way the birds do it. Best you can see, like looking around, it's a small enough bedroom. It's still fairly large. There's like a very nice looking like single bed in front of you, and then over to the side you can see that there's a wardrobe and there's like different dresses and stuff in it. You're kind of figuring that this must be the girls' room, the teenage girls' room. Like there's a table with like a vanity mirror and all on it and stuff, and loads of different kind of makeup bits and all, and then there's the window after that.
Okay, I will hop up onto the windowsill.
It still has a board. Okay.
Yeah.
You hop up on the windowsill, leaving your
Hop
little like soot
Oh,
bird
it's so
prints the whole way across.
cute. Oh, I love sparrow knots. Okay, hop up onto the windowsill and have a look out.
Yeah.
Can I see the guys?
You're witnessing a very awkward, polite pleasantries going on.
I will peck at the window.
Go. Ding. Ding. Ding, ding. Go. They don't seem to be noticing anything. I could get them to roll for it, but it'd be 100% at a disadvantage.
That's rude as
I mean,
fuck.
we're not actively listening for it, so all we've got is like passive perception.
Yeah. Yep.
Fine. Right, I will.
Passive
as the door
perception
closes-
-9. No, this one's a jar.
Okay, and if
Is the
like, do I
jar
hear
closed?
anything?
Yeah.
Boo.
Can you hear anything? Give me a perception check, please. With bird stats, if you have them. Sure.
What page of the handbook is the sparrow one?
There should be one.
Bird, tiny.
You have them?
What's perception under again?
Your
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Don't show me this again. Bird has a
So
plus
it'd be
1
12.
wisdom modifier.
12?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you don't. No, it's actually listening. The place is very still. Like there's just the odd normal
Maybe a
creak,
little too still.
but like there could be a cat sneaking up behind you and you wouldn't know for a 12.
Well, there's a new fear unlocked.
They're very sneaky.
I'm going to Start making my way out of the room.
Making its way.
Making
Imagine
my
how
way.
traumatic that'd be for the cat if it like caught and killed Sparanox, because you would just transform
Bamf.
back into
Yeah.
regular
Yeah,
Back
Nox
to
just
normal.
into
in its mouth.
Yeah.
yeah, and kill the cat probably.
No,
when-
like if not
It's
immediately,
just
then very
jolly.
soon after. Yeah. Oh,
Um,
poor kitty.
Now I'm sad.
Meanwhile, Fardur, your final roll, please.
Yes. Okay.
I'm so excited.
9, but it's a natural 1.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh no.
So have you got another character? Or?
I'll get making one tonight. Immediately.
Just before I
It'll be
describe this next bit,
Fardur.
before I describe this next bit, can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Sure. 18.
18. Okay. So, Fardur being Fardur is moving along and he's like, this is going great. And he's like, I'm almost there, so I'm going to be a bit cocky and I'm going to try and do like a Tom Cruise style Mission Impossible 2 cliff jump at the start. So he like props himself up, his feet up against the wall, and like jumps across, pulling both axes out at the same time. Scrapes. They don't find any purchase whatsoever. But scrapes against the wall instead of like I said, instead of getting any purchase, and he begins to free fall down where like oh, I did it on your sheet again. 6, so that's not too bad. You take
Okay.
6 points of damage as you come crashing through the top of the bay window and into the room that you're heading for.
Is this the room that Nox is in?
No, Nox is upstairs. You'll be down on the
Okay.
ground floor now.
Okay. So Fardur kind of stands up, dusts himself off a little bit, takes his rope and like puts it back into his onto the bottom of his satchel and puts his axes away. First try, and then just like walks off towards the front of the house.
Telling you, it was that dexterity saving throw that saved you.
Yeah, I can only guess.
Just so you know.
I fucking
You were
like
going in the river.
I was like, yeah, he was going. It's fitting that it's the natural 1 for his last fucking roll.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's definitely, it fits Fardur so well. Just overconfident
100%.
in his own
Yeah.
abilities. I'm
Why
doing
did
great.
What?
I'm unstoppable.
Like there's no one around. Watch this, lads.
I'm very stoppable.
Yeah.
It's,
Not to watch this, lads.
if I could sum up Fardur in one phrase, it'll be task failed successfully.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, it knocks you because of it'd be so audible anyway. You would have heard that crash downstairs. Just to backtrack a little bit, you definitely would have heard that crash downstairs, like,
Okay.
So Fardur's in.
like a glove.
Like a glove.
What do? Just go straight to the front door and open it up for the guys, yeah?
Yeah. Cuts on my face from
Yeah.
the like broken glass and all that kind of stuff.
So, you got
I'm in,
the
lads.
Locke and Chiro, you're just having your polite small talk there, and the door opens up, and
Yeah,
there's Fardur. Clearly looked
Yeah.
like he fell through a roof.
I heard the door open. I just turn around and go, "Oh, cheers, Nox." Fardur.
Oh yeah.
What happened? I don't think I want to know.
Went well
And
done.
as you
Oh,
go
yeah,
in,
oh,
you just
yeah.
can just hear this like real cheerful chirp as Nox wanders around your stairs. trying to figure it out.
You ever hear a bird laugh?
She's probably stuck in a room, isn't she?
I would imagine so.
And
Yeah.
she's probably in a room by choice.
So,
It's probably more likely.
I'm in this house by choice.
are you
Things
just
might have happened.
just don't check the back room?
Just don't. I've already checked in there. There's nothing in there.
Someone burst through the bay window at the top zone.
Not the bay window.
But a bunch of
Sorry,
broken
that's
glass and outside air.
Yeah, there's
Um,
little bits falling off Fardur, like there's a little trail coming up to the door.
horrible splinter stuck in his side. Like,
Shards of glass in his face.
are you staying upstairs, Knox, or what are you doing?
No, would I be able to hear them talking?
Yeah, you would do. Well, unless
Yeah.
you guys are whispering.
We are
No.
not subtle.
If I hear familiar voices, I'll make my way downstairs as a bird,
Okay.
and I will go behind Fardur.
Yeah.
Oh no, right in front of Fardur
downstairs.
as a bird.
So just for a mental image, it's just this little bird hopping down the stairs, or are you flying
Oh
down?
yeah, because I'm like, it's hard to get used to being a bird sometimes. So I'm just using my bird legs.
Okay. Hop down using your bird legs.
And my special bird hops.
Why is the
Um,
phrase "I'm just using my bird leg" so strange?
And you're just nonchalantly hopping up in front of the Fardur?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna fly up in front of him.
Okay. So now you're fluttering in front of Fardur.
What's this?
I'll instantly transform and go boo.
Oh, Jesus! Me fucking heart!
Oh, I can't believe I forgot you could do that. It's so funny every time.
So there's
I told you
now
to stop doing that.
And then
Come on.
I'll just say, to him, "Don't swat at birds. It's not nice."
there's
Well, don't be following around me face.
a trail of broken glass, and now soot as well everywhere as you bump and like throw it all off you.